What is up, YouTube? It's Criminal here, back with another video. In this one, I'm gonna be doing a discussion type video again, mainly regarding two guest characters that could potentially be incredible in Mortal Kombat 1, in my opinion. These two have been on my wish list ever since MK9, or not MK9, ever since MK11 actually, because one of them is pretty recent. Now, these two, in my opinion, I'm gonna just get it out right now. It's the two I really want to see is the revamped God of War Kratos, like Kratos from God of War Ragnarok specifically, and Doomslayer. These two, in my opinion, could make for the best guest characters ever in any Mortal Kombat game. Now I'm gonna start with Doomslayer because I don't need to get really much in detail in that. I'm gonna try to predict the movesets for them, because Doomslayer I think is pretty much a given at this point. He has to be in one of the games. I don't know if this game or the next one, but eventually I'm 100% sure Doomslayer will be a guest character. Now Kratos is the more tricky one because Kratos already was in MK9, but God of War 3 Kratos and God of War Ragnarok Kratos are so different. It's actually like they're two different characters at this point, really. From the playstyle they could have to the potential of Kratos actually having his own exclusive cameo with Atreus, and just the fact that they have many different weapons. So yeah, I think they could easily make Kratos again a part of Mortal Kombat if they could get the license. Now, with that out of the way, let's just start with Doomslayer. I'm gonna try to like predict movesets, stuff like that. Now with Doomslayer specifically, first of all, why I think it's such a great fit for a Mortal Kombat game. I think it's pretty much a given. Doomslayer is just the brutal killer from hell. Doomslayer, in the entire Doom series, he just showed exactly the things you would expect from a Mortal Kombat character. Extremely brutal kills, extremely tearing demons apart. He has a lot of weapons in his arsenal, many special moves. He could make for an incredible character. Now if we're talking specifically about what I would expect from his moveset, I would think Doomslayer would be a multi-stance character, like a character of multiple stances where he can use different weapons with each of his stances. Like for example, they could give him a hand-to-hand stance, kind of like an Armageddon character really. Like a 3D era MK character, where they just have multiple weapons and different combat styles for each stance. I think he could have even 3 or 4 easily. Like first one could be a hand-to-hand one, where he uses his fists and his sword. The iconic one, the plasma sword. This one could be incredible for Doomslayer. Another stance he could have is like a weapon stance with a shotgun. Shotgun maybe like an AR or something. And the final one, I think they could just give him like a missile launcher or something like that. Just make him go crazy, because why the hell no? Okay. Yeah, Doomslayer, imagine this like combos you see in Doom Eternal, like where you start off with the blast from your weapon, switch stances quickly into another weapon, and then switch stances again and do a punch and then a swing with the sword. That's what I have in mind, like multi-stance switching in the middle of your combos. Like, just imagining that is so amazing. Like, imagine a Doomslayer that just switches weapons consecutively, like all the time, just switches his weapons consistently. Like, that could be amazing, man. The amount of combos, the combo potential you could get with that, just the insane amount of potential the character will have in general, because he has 3 different stances. And also, one more thing is fatalities, because goddamn, they can make 15 of them easily with the amount of footage they can get just from Doom Eternal. Like, it's how brutal Doomslayer is. And Fatal Blows as well. Fatal Blow could just be him popping off with the entire thing, with everything he has in his arsenal. Like, it could go crazy. So Doomslayer really is one I would love to see. And another crazy thing that they don't really have that much dialogue with them, so it's gonna be fairly similar to Jason Voorhees. He just comes, kicks the shit out of you, kills you, and leaves, basically. I don't know how much dialogue they could give him, though it would be awesome to see it. And I'd love to see him interacting with characters in Mortal Kombat Universe. Like, imagine him against Havoc or against Serena, like they're demons and he's going crazy about them being demons. Yeah, so that's it, pretty much it for Doomslayer now. Kratos is the one where I really see the potential. Kratos from God of War Ragnarok. First of all, Kratos, I would love if they could give him a playable character, and more than that, he could also have an Atreus cameo. And if they want to make it really crazy, they can make him exclusive to Kratos. Like Atreus cameo can only be run with Kratos. Though I don't really like that. Just they can make it just Atreus cameo that can run with everybody, but with Kratos specifically as a unique fatal blow and a unique fatality. That could be amazing in my opinion. Now with Kratos specifically, the way the character could play, in my opinion, Kratos could be again a multi-stance character, like with multiple weapons. Just he can be switching from the Leviathan axe to the Blades of Chaos to Draupnir. And maybe he could be doing status effects, kind of like in God of War Ragnarok, where if the enemy is burning, you deal more damage with ice, and if they're frozen, you deal more damage with flames from the blades. Something like that could be amazing. Like you use the Leviathan axe in multiple combo strings, like a special move, do a combo, launch them up, re-stand them with some sort of freeze with the axe, then switch to the blades and go crazy, and then switch to Draupnir and set up pressure and stuff like that. Just imagining that in Mortal Kombat game just makes me happy, man. Really. Just imagining something like that in a Mortal Kombat game could be revolutionary, really, for a fighting game. Because Kratos really, in God of War Ragnarok, Kratos, he fits so well to this game, it's actually insane. Like, he could be so complex as a character, like he could have multiple stances. For example, like where you have a special move, you would throw the axe. You throw the axe at the enemy, like you freeze them with the axe throw. They're frozen from the axe being impaled into them. And like when the axe is thrown, you switch into bare hand mode. Like you fight them with their shield, just like in God of War games. Like it could be so complex, it's actually insane. You're just imagining that in a Mortal Kombat game. If they could pull it off, it would be amazing. Now, the main thing really I would love to see as well is Atreus cameo specifically. Now Atreus really fits well for a cameo just because, first of all, depending on the version they take, like they could take the God of War 2018 version, like where he's just a child, and they could take the one where he's in God of War Ragnarok, where he has the sigil arrows, he can transform into animals, he has the sonic arrows, like he has so much potential, really. Like Atreus, if he was given 4 cameo moves, I could imagine one of them just being where he turns into a wolf, turns into a wolf and pounces on the enemy. Another being where he turns into a bear and mauls the enemy. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe just launch them to the sky with a paw, with an attack or something in the bear. Could really be awesome to see. And 2 other of his moves could be just like one could be a shot with a bow. Like where one of his cameo moves would just be a straight shot, and the other would be like switching his arrow types. Like he's switching from sonic arrows to sigil arrows. Like, and if the enemy is affected by sigil arrows, unique status effects characters apply. Like I don't know, if there is a burning effect from Scorpion, a freeze from Sub-Zero, all of these get buffed in some way. Like a freeze lasts longer and does damage over time. Hellfire from Scorpion does more burn damage. Like it burns them harder. Stuff like that could be amazing, and the Sonic arrows could do just like they do in God of War Ragnarok, just increase stun time, like make the enemies juggle for longer. Atreus has a lot of potential, really. Like Kratos and Atreus could have like a unique fatal blow or fatality together, like the combination they do against the 2 Valkyries, like Rist and Mist. If they make that combination, it could be amazing. Actually, let me just show it right now.
Get away from here!
Yeah, imagine just the combo they do together against Baldur, or the combo they do together against Odin. Something like that as a fatal blow. Good lord. And for the fatality, it just could be like, with Kratos, you know how it could be. It could be the way he kills Heimdall in God of War Ragnarok. Like imagine just the combo he does on Heimdall. I think that could be amazing. Like the enemy just getting strangled to death and they just say monster and they die. That could be awesome. Really like a sad fatality of sorts. Like, oh, you see Kratos saddened and disappointed face after he kills an enemy again. That could be amazing. Another fatality they could do is just him going amok with all of his weapons. Like you could use the axe to freeze you, get it back, stab you in the stomach like it does against Thor in the first fight in Ragnarok. And then you can call the blades and just launch you towards him, impale you with Dropnir, blow up Dropnir and then just punch the shit out of you and blow you to pieces. I don't know. Just the potential with Kratos is just so immense. There is really no limit to just how insane it could be. Like, I'm imagining the combos you can do in Ragnarok in a Mortal Kombat game just makes me excited, really. If they could get Kratos back in Mortal Kombat, that would really be a dream come true for me. Because ever since playing Ragnarok, I was imagining how amazing it could be in a Mortal Kombat game. Yeah, that's really a dream for me. So if they could actually pull it off, good God. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this up here. Again, the two guest characters I want to see the most, and I would just be so ecstatic to see in this game. The first one would be Kratos, specifically with a Atreus cameo. Like Atreus drops and then Atreus cameo drops along with him, and Doomslayer drops on his own as a one-man army, just destroying everything in sight. These two could be incredible in Mortal Kombat game, really, and they would give them. They would make so much profit, like they would blow up the sales, really. I don't think there will be more popular guest characters than that, especially not Kratos. Kratos is so popular, it's actually insane. And he deserves it, probably the best character in gaming for me. He really deserves it. So I'm just gonna wrap this up here. I really hope to see some incredible guest characters. I really like the lineup of the first one, but I'm not really that much of a fan of Peacemaker or Homelander. I love Homelander, but I just have to wait and see. I don't know how they make Homelander different, really. So you just have to wait and see, and I can't wait to see other guest characters in the future. If Kratos actually makes it, I'm gonna be screaming like a little girl. And he's gonna switch, and he's gonna take over Van Damme as my main, because Van Damme is going to be my main. At least until Kratos comes around. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd love to see them in the game. See you in the next one, guys.